Today we are letting this mystery wheel choose our Pokemon card budget to see how much we're going to have to spend on any cards we would like to add to our collection. We're going to spin this wheel that has amounts between $10 and $100 on the inside of these mystery doors. Let's see how much we have to spend on our Pokemon card collection for today's video. All right, looks like we're going to be stopping on the light blue door. Looks like we're going to have a $50 budget for today's Pokemon card collection video. Let's see what we can get for our $50 budget. I managed to pick up 4 cards with our $50 budget today. I'm really excited to share these cards with you. I will be giving away your favorite card today. Just leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know down below in the comments which card from today's collection video is your favorite. And if you win, I'll send it to you completely free of charge. Let's go ahead and get into the first card. The first card I picked up was this Metagross EX. This card is from EX Hidden Legends. I paid $25 for this card, which was an amazing deal. If you were to try and buy a Metagross EX in this similar condition, I would say this is in light played condition. You do have scuffs on all 4 corners there, but the front is in really good shape. It only has very light scratching on the hollow pattern. You could probably expect to pay right around $40 to $45 for this specific card, which is a really good value increase of about $20 on this card just by itself. I was really happy that I was able to find this card for $25. EX cards are just becoming really expensive because the booster packs that they come in are just so expensive. A booster pack of EX Hidden Legends will set you back right around $220 to $230 for one booster pack, which is kind of crazy because the chase card from EX Hidden Legends is the Ninetales EX, similar card to this, and that's only selling for right around $100 in a near mint condition. If you were to pick this card up in a PSA 10, it would set you back right around $360 or so. I was really happy I was able to get this with our $50 budget. I know I did spend 50% of our budget on one card, but this was 100% worth it. And I have a feeling that's going to be a lot of people's favorite card right there. All right, the next card that I got was actually given to me completely free of charge by a community member. A few years ago, I made a video talking about these Dan 1 yogurt promotional cards that they had in Canada. I talked about how the set of holographic cards, there's 8 total holographic cards on the inside of this set, were really hard to find. And they sent this to me completely free of charge, just being nice, so I could add it to my collection. I do have a full set of the Dan 1 promo cards, as you can see here, the Articuno, Mewtwo. It's a really cool set of cards. They do come as sealed promos. I know that this wasn't part of our $50 budget, but I just wanted to be able to pay it forward if somebody else finds this as awesome as I do. This is an English and French bilingual card because in Canada, English and French are both the national languages, so they printed these with a dual language. These are Stadium tip cards. They released these as a promo for Pokemon Stadium back in the year 2000. I don't really know the value of this card. I know they're super rare, and there's actually a non-holo error variant that's actually more common than the holo variant. If you look right there, you can actually see Blastoise Charizard in the background where it says Pokemon Stadium. Just a really cool card. I think you could pick up a copy similar condition to this for right around $75 to $100 maybe. Most of the ones you'll see are in really bad shape. This one is in pretty bad shape as well. As you can see there, it's actually got like yogurt like mold from 23 years ago, but it really doesn't take away from how awesome this card is. If I were to take it out of the wrapper and send this in to get graded, it would probably come back a PSA 9 or 10, depending on how heavy the scratching is on the front of the card. It's really hard to tell when it's inside the wrapper, if it's just on the wrapper or on the card. This is a really cool card. It was completely free of charge, so there's no value takeaway or addition with this one. I just wanted to share this with you guys because it is a very awesome and a very uncommon card. Most people don't even know that those exist. The next card, as you can tell, is a promo card from a World Championships deck from 2004. It is the non-holographic Blaziken EX. This is the Team Magma and Team Aqua artwork on the front here. This deck was piloted in 2004 by Chris Fulop, or I'm not really sure how to pronounce his last name, but you can see his signature right there. This is a really cool card. There's actually a couple different variants of the Blaziken on the inside of this deck. The promo deck in its sealed state is extremely hard to come by. There's only one listing that's available anywhere that I could find, and they were asking $500 for these sealed decks, which is kind of crazy in my opinion, but it just shows how awesome these World Championships cards are. You can actually get so many different really cool variations of, non-holographic EX cards, Blaziken, Espeon, lots of other cards. You can also get like Gold Stars and other really, really expensive cards in this promotional form that have a lesser value because they're just a promo card. I think these are really cool, with the signature and everything like that. It's a very, very unique item. Whenever they first come out, the year that they come out, they're just so heavily distributed that people don't really pay attention to them. And then as the years go by, they just don't exist. They become really hard to find. They become really rare. And the reason why they're just so rare now is because they just weren't very desirable whenever they were printed back in 2004, or really whenever any of these World Championship decks are printed. People would rather have the regular card. People would rather have the holographic EX from Team Magma and Team Aqua. This card I paid $13 for. In the condition it's in, it's actually not in very great condition, but these are actually pretty hard to come by. A near mint copy will set you back around $25 if you were to pick it up off of eBay. There's a little bit of scuffing right down here, a little bit of just kind of gross stuff right there. But it was a really cool card. I did pay $13 for it. If I had to put a value on it, I would say it's worth right around $13 to $15. There's no big value jump in this one versus what I paid for it versus what it's actually worth, like with some of these cards. I just thought this was really cool, and I just wanted to shed some light on these really cool World Championship cards from 2004. Really awesome artwork. If you guys have seen the holographic from Team Magma and Team Aqua, you'll know how awesome that looks in its holographic form as well. The next card that I picked up this Silvally GX that's featuring Gladion from Sun and Moon. I paid $9 for this card, and if I had to put a value on it, I would say it's worth between $12 and $13 if I were to try and sell it in its near mint condition. This is a very clean card. Any scuffing or anything like that you see is actually just on the top loader. This is a card that would be worthy of being graded, and I would have no surprises if it came back in a PSA 10. I think that these secret rare cards from the Sun and Moon era that are similar to the Rainbow Rares, but they have more of like a polished, kind of watercolor effect to them versus just the regular Rainbow Rares. These are secret rare cards from Cosmic Eclipse, so they're extremely hard to pull, and a lot of them are extremely inexpensive compared to their full art counterparts and their Rainbow Rare counterparts. And I think that this looks better than the Rainbow Rare, but it doesn't look better than the full art. I think even at the market price of $12 to $13 that this card is actually pretty undervalued. There's a lot of these cards that feature other Sun and Moon trainers, that feature a lot of other trainers like N, that also feature trainers like Lily. Some of those cards are just crazy expensive, and the value with Gladion just really hasn't taken off like some of those other ones have. Probably why I was able to get it for $9. I did pick this up from a local card shop. They normally give me a pretty good deal whenever I go in there because I buy so much from them. Even when they're using the TCG Player Marketplace app to kind of judge the value, they usually take about 20% off of that, which is really awesome of them to do. Most places don't do that anymore. If I had to put a value on the 3 cards that I actually purchased for the $50 budget, it would be right around $75 or so for the 3 cards. If you add in the Danwon or Danon Yogurt promotional Mewtwo, that could be all the way up towards $250 to $300 because that was free. I did not actually have to purchase that. Let me know down below what your favorite card from today's video was, and I'll see you in the next one.